The girl loved dressing up as a boy to sneak peeks at muscular men bathing. This time, however, she accidentally wandered into the prince's residence. Realizing she was in serious trouble, she tried to run, but was immediately caught by the guards. The prince, who'd never seen anyone so bold in all his life, ordered the girl to be punished with a beating and thrown into prison. While cursing the prince, she was suddenly surprised when he appeared before her. Pretending to be pitiful, she begged for mercy, but the prince saw right through her act. He took away the cushion she'd hidden and ordered the guards to continue the punishment. Furious, she threatened to steal the prince's wife. Back in her chambers, she complained bitterly to her mother that she didn't want to keep dressing as a boy. But the noble consort warned her that doing so would be considered deceit against the emperor. 18 years ago, the consort had given birth to a stillborn child. By mistake, a palace maid returned with a baby girl instead. When the emperor suddenly came by, it was too late to switch the babies, so the girl was raised as the 9th prince. The consort advised her not to provoke the prince again, but upon hearing this, the girl cursed the prince even more fiercely. Just as she was ranting, the prince quietly approached from behind and scolded her, bluntly saying, "For a grown man, you've got a butt even perkier than a woman's." He then assigned her a personal maid and sarcastically told her if she ever had needs, she should be honest about them, but absolutely no more sneaking peeks at others bathing. Little did the prince know, the 9th prince was actually a girl. To vent her frustration, the girl sent the maid off to scrub the toilets. The day before, the emperor had held a grand feast to celebrate the prince's military victory. The prince returned with a sharp jade sword and warned the emperor to be careful not to cut the throne with its blade. All the princes and ministers were silently outraged. Unexpectedly, the girl easily snapped the sword in half. Fearing she'd gotten into more trouble, she was stunned when the emperor praised her cleverness and wit. After the feast, the girl tried to slip away quickly but was grabbed in silence by the prince, who dragged her into a corner. He revealed that he'd been drugged and fled to this place. Soon, the prince took her back to the chambers, but the drug's effect hit hard. Disoriented, he yanked her hair and pinned her down. Later, feeling guilty, the girl ordered her servants to wash her clothes as usual, warning them not to leave any trace of what had happened, otherwise, they'd lose their heads. What she didn't know was that she'd accidentally left behind a scented pouch in the prince's chambers, which caused serious trouble. Meanwhile, the prince instructed his men to investigate the pouch's ribbon and told them to start looking for answers from the girl regarding the broken sword. If it turned out a girl was behind it, she would be killed outright. Suddenly appearing while the girl was calmly having afternoon tea, the prince startled her. She ordered her servants to cover her up. But that little trick didn't fool him. With one hand, he lifted her up and demanded to know who she'd met the night before. Terrified of being exposed, the girl nervously claimed she'd gotten drunk and gone straight to bed, even pretending to throw up to scare him off. Just as she thought she was safe and tried to slip away, the prince called her back and grabbed the scented pouch from her. Comparing it to the one left behind, he questioned if she had seen him that night. In a desperate move, the girl gave a meaningful look to a nearby palace maid, who then admitted she was the one the prince had favored that night and that the scented pouch was hers. Relieved, the prince stopped suspecting the girl and even took the palace maid into his own service. Only then did the girl realize she'd made things worse. Only the noble consort and 2 servants knew the 9th prince's true identity. If the secret leaked, none of them would survive. The maid was forced to take the blame to save them all. As the maid